retaining the good talent you already have, which is often quite a problem for many organizations. And even when I was the CEO of the Pacific Asia Travel Association, we faced that same issue too at the early stage of COVID. And actually, what I found is by just talking to your staff, sit down one-on-one, go and grab a coffee with each one of them, and understanding actually what uncertainties or worries they may have, what potentials they have also. And I spent a fair amount of time, drinking a lot of coffee with many of our staff to just try to get to know them a little bit better. And what I discovered, and some of them sometimes it's just a question of offering them more flexibility to be able to work from home maybe a few days a week. Well, actually, for now, it's mostly from home for most of them, or having flexible hours or other simple things that they just needed. But also what I discovered by talking to them, that we had this immense talent in some of our staff that I just wasn't aware of, that many of us in our office just didn't know, that outside work, they were doing so many other activities that could be really relevant for the organization. And these skills weren't applied to work because they had a defined job description. And by talking to them, we realized, well, actually, if you got all these skills and that talent, why don't you actually help us and develop new services and new products in other areas, which gave them a purpose. And they were really happy about it, to be able to learn and do something different. And in some cases, yes, they may need extra assistance and getting guidance from other people, but that's perfectly okay. And what we ended up doing is we pivoted the entire organization over a short period of time by creating an enormous amount of digital activities and et cetera that we weren't doing before, but with the same people. We didn't go and recruit anybody. We didn't go and outsource to anyone. We did it ourselves by just learning from each other. And I think, that's a great example of, you could replicate that in many other businesses, regardless of which sectors you're in.